Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight. My name is Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan. I am coming to you live from Ullin Rink in Milton, Massachusetts. Here to bring you live coverage of tonight's high school varsity girls hockey contest between the hosting Wildcats of Milton High School and the visiting Brookline High Warriors. This one should be an exciting one, folks. Brookline coming into this one with a record of 7 wins, 6 losses, and 1 tie. They were ranked 24th in the latest MIAA Division I power rankings that came out yesterday morning. And they're going to have their work cut out for them against tonight's opponent, the Milton High Wildcats, coming into this one with a record of 13-1. Ranked 3rd in the Division II power rankings that were updated yesterday morning. The Wildcats, the defending state runner-up in Division II last year. They were the 6th seed, went all the way to the state finals before losing to the champion Medfield. So a Milton team with a strong record that's hungry for more. So this should make for one heck of a marquee matchup. Last year, these two teams faced off on February 1st. Brookline was the home team for last year's game. Milton coming away with a 4-0 win over the Warriors. So, again, you know this Milton team is a big threat. The Zamboni finishing its rounds. And so we're just waiting on the officials and the players to come out onto the ice. Remember, if you end up enjoying this live stream, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. And if there's anything you'd like to say throughout this broadcast, I encourage you to say it either in the live chat here on YouTube or by sending me an email if you're not comfortable or not able to access YouTube's live chat system. You can see the players lining up there over by the far side boards, getting ready to come out onto the ice. The officials, of course, will be the first to come out, bringing out the nets. Looks like Brookline coming out there. And Brookline just getting ready to come out. The officials bringing out the nets. Milton coming out in this direction. Brookline over on this side. Well, the first net is set up. Now we're just waiting for this. They had a public skate going here before this game, so, you know, nothing really prepared in advance. Both net, or well, one net's set up. We're still waiting for the second one to get set up. Again, fans, if there's anything you'd like to say, oh, here we go. Here come the Brookline High Warriors here on our right. The Milton High Wildcats coming out on our left. And so with the two teams now out on the ice, let's go through the rosters for these two teams coming into this one. We'll start over here on our left with the home team, Milton High Wildcats. Going in order of jersey number for Milton, first off we have a freshman, number 2, Elise Hinkle. Next, a sophomore, number 3, Sam Talbot. A freshman, number 5, Colette Gorham. A freshman, number 6, Maeve Levette. A junior, number 7, Elise Hardy. A sophomore, number 8, Sinead Dennehy. A freshman, number 9, Lindsay Butt. A senior, number 10, Noelle Graham. A senior captain, number 11, Nayeli Thayer. A senior captain, number 12, Sabrina Stone. A senior captain, number 13, Mayrin Hart. A sophomore, number 14, Grace Kenny. A sophomore, number 15, Addie Fanoof. A junior, number 16, Ashlyn O'Neill. A senior captain, number 17, Emily King. A freshman, number 18, Natalie Gallagher. A sophomore, number 19, Abby Coughlin. A freshman, number 20, Taylor Scully. A senior, number 21, Maeve Higgins. A freshman, number 22, Mia Catarazzulo. A senior, number 24, Anna Letty. A freshman, number 25, Sophia Cassini. A freshman goalie, number 30, Sophie McCosker. And a sophomore goalie, number 32, Kiara Hart. Head coach of the Milton High girls hockey team is Matt Lodi. So that is the roster for the Milton High Wildcats. Now we move over to our right as we go through the roster for the visiting Brookline High Warriors. Going in order of jersey number for Brookline, first off we have a junior goalie, number 1, Jacqueline Solove. Next, we have a sophomore, number 2, Audrina Williams. A sophomore, number 4, Isabella Zhang. A sophomore, number 5, Rosie Zucker. A sophomore, number 7, Anna Subin. A junior, captain number 8, Jordan Gifford. A junior, number 9, Selena Charbonneau. A sophomore, number 10, Katie O'Connor. A sophomore, number 12, G.G. Hawkins. A senior, captain number 15, Clara Tebow. A sophomore, number 17, Mari Cessity. A freshman, number 18, Juliet Platt. A junior captain, number 20, Caitlin Wilson. A freshman, number 21, Kayla Solove. A sophomore, number 22, Sylvia Donovan. A junior, number 25, Caitlin Schlager. And a freshman, number 28, Eliana Palermo. Head coach of the Brookline High girls hockey team is Sarah Schwensfire, with team managers junior Lila Gorman and freshman Kate O'Connor. So that's the roster for the Brookline High girls hockey team. We got our first note in the live chat from Barbara Treacy. Excited to be watching this game from Peabody, Massachusetts. Go Brookline, go Jacqueline, and go Kayla. Rooting on the Solovay sisters and rooting on the Warriors. We love to see it. Remember, fans, if there's anything you'd like to say, you can do just like Barbara and comment here in the live chat here on YouTube. We always love the audience participation here in these broadcasts. That was the buzzer for the end of the pregame clock, so soon the PA announcer will take over with the starting lineups and the national anthem, and then we'll have our opening puck drop. This is actually my second Brookline versus Milton hockey broadcast today, as I covered the boys hockey matchup between these two schools over at Ryan Arena in Watertown earlier this afternoon. Milton defeating Brookline in that one by a score of 2-0 off of 2 third-period goals. All right, those were our starting lineups and national anthem. And we will soon be getting things underway with the first of 3 periods here at Ullin Rink in Milton, Massachusetts. For Brookline, the starting lineup, they've got Jacqueline Solovay between the pipes, a defensive pairing of Jordan Gifford and Gigi Hawkins, and a forward line of Clara Thibault, Audrina Williams, and Selena Charbonneau. What? Sorry about that, folks. My scoreboard cam briefly glitched on me. I don't know what happened. But we should be good now. All right, here we go. Opening puck drop here between Brookline and Milton. The Wildcats quick on the attack. Number 11, Naeli Thayer, taking it down. Sends it across the crease. Nobody there to tap it home. A battle along the far side. Jordan Gifford going to send it around the boards. Recovered by number 17, Emily King. Quick passing around for Milton. Oh, but they lost control of the puck. And it's going to be taken the other way by Brookline. Williams passes to Charbonneau, who dumps it into the Milton end as Brookline commits to a forward line change. A poke check there. Recovered now by Gifford. Pass off the boards, taken by Katie O'Connor. And off a ricochet, it's Kayla Solove taking it the other way for Brookline. Walled off around the blue line. Going to be a bit hard to see this near side center area of the ice with just how this press box is situated here at Ullin Rink. Milton taking it into the Brookline end. Caitlin Wilson sending it around the back to O'Connor. O'Connor ran out of room there. Now Solove trying to skate out with it. Yep. What? Not sure what happened there, but my camera went a little haywire. Sorry about that. Being taken the other way. Now Milton coming through the neutral zone. A battle for it. And it's going to be taken now by number 22, Mia Catarazzulo. Sent into the Brookline end, around the back. O'Connor with it again. Pass off the boards, gets to Tebow. Tebow tried to lift a high one, chopped down. Good forward pressure there for number 18, Natalie Gallagher, but it is cleared out by Brookline. Taken now by number 13, Mayrin Hart, sent into the Brookline end. Behind the net, a battle for it. Knocked around the boards. Recovered by number 2, Elise Hinkle. Sending it around the other way to the near side corner. Williams collects it, passes it back to Wilson. Wilson wraps it around, but blocked again by Hinkle. She's making some good efforts to keep it in the attack end for Milton. Now coming around the back, a pass, right in front, but it went off the skate of Gallagher, and she wasn't able to make the attack happen. Brookline's dumping it into the Milton end again, committing to a line change after a long defensive possession there, as that one is going to slide past Brookline and go all the way to the other end. Jordan Gifford going to send it back out to the neutral zone, taken by number 3, Sam Talbot. Sent back into the Brookline end, taken by Gifford. Gifford skating with it herself. Gifford, long shot, blocked wide of the net. Now taken back by the Wildcats. A pass misses, intended for Thayer, and that's going to go for icing. A lot of quick action there in the opening minutes. Milton with the advantage possession-wise, but now we got an offensive zone faceoff for Brookline. Gigi Hawkins inserts, and it's going to be covered up by Kiera Hart. This face-off up against those near side boards around the back, and a whiffed pass by Milton. That was Eliana Palermo trying to send a pass back. Wasn't there. Gifford trying to keep it on the attack. Blocking around the blue line, but now it is pushed out to the Brookline end. Hawkins going back for it. Noelle Graham was racing there, but Hawkins got there first, but her clear does not get through, but deflects to the middle, and it's now taken out by Mari Cessity. Cessity, a long dump in, covered up by Hart. And Brookline gets to not only make their full change, but also gets an offensive zone face-off. We got Irish Mist 910 in the chat saying go Warriors. Hope you're enjoying the game so far. As Milton sends this one around the boards. Number 5, Colette Gorham. Gorham gets a pass through to number 9, Lindsay Butt. Butt coming down the right side. Shot is saved by Solove. A dangerous rebound chance, but Milton couldn't get there. Butt with the puck once again. Tap back. King, insert, not there. Deflected down. Kept on the attack there by Gorham. Brookline sending it around the back. O'Connor could not force it through, but still fighting for it. Gets the pass up to Thibault. Thibault barely gets it to Charbonneau. Charbonneau sending it around the back to Williams. Pass back, Wilson. Wilson, pass for Thibault. Walled off but recovered by Charbonneau, and now Charbonneau's got some room to skate through to the neutral zone, but a poke check immediately takes it away. Catarazzulo, but walled off by Wilson. Sent out to the neutral zone by Williams, but recovered by Gorham. Pass to King. King sends it up ice. Deflects and taken away by Thibault, who sends it out to the neutral zone. But good timing for Milton as Gorham able to dump it in as Milton commits to a full change here. Charbonneau skating, pinned to the boards. Recovered by Thibault. Thibault sending it off the boards. Knocked down by the stick of Charbonneau. And she cannot get it out to the neutral zone. Just barely pokes it through to the neutral zone there. Recovered by Gorham. Across to King. King into the Brookline end. Brookline sends it right back out. Long pass up into the Brookline area, but they clear it out back to the neutral zone. Taken back, number 13, Mayrin Hart. Pushed forward there by Adi Fanouf. Now sent around the boards by Brookline. Deflects and taken by the Warriors. Pass up to Cessity. Cessity gains the blue. Long shot turned aside by the stick of Kiara Hart. Now a pass across to Hawkins. Hawkins pass disrupted, but does get down to the Milton end. Mayrin Hart sending it around. Gifford keeping it on the attack for Brookline. Up against the backboards there. Palermo tries the pass back, intercepted by Grace Kenny. Kenny taken it the other way, knocked away by the defense. Off the boards, Hawkins sending it around to Gifford. Gifford pass up misses. Taken by Sabrina Stone, sent down low. Brookline trying to clear, walled off that time. Recovered by Gifford. Gifford's pass misses Kayla Solove. Taken instead by Mayrin Hart. And an offside's going to be called against Milton there. Well, don't blink, fans. We're already about halfway through the first period with 8 minutes on the clock. No score between Brookline and Milton. Off the faceoff, it goes back to Wilson. Wilson looking around, sends it off the boards, gets to Williams. Williams covered tight, taken by Charbonneau, pushed out to the neutral zone. Back and forth it goes, down to the Milton end. Chasing after it is Talbot. Talbot moves it up. Thayer moves it further, but it's recovered by Thibault. Thibault sends it around the boards. Taking it is Ashlyn O'Neill, I believe. Sent forward. And a pass across from Noelle Graham. Back to Graham. Shot saved there. Good stop by Solove. But staying on the attack. O'Neill pass down, pass back. A long shot. Glove saved by Solove off the shot from Sam Talbot. That's really some of the closest offensive chances we've seen. Milton has largely been living in Brookline's end for large portions of this first period, but not a lot of shots on net for the Wildcats so far. Face-off goes back, long shot saved by Solove off the attempt from Gorham. Not battling around the blue line, it's recovered by Hawkins. Across to Gifford, up to Solove. Solove runs out of room, it's taken away by Catarazzulo. Now Catarazzulo pushing through on the attack, stops. Pass almost ricochets through. Now a shooting chance blocked. Too much traffic there to fit a shot through. King pass down to the corner. Pass back up to King. King across. Long shot saved by Solove on the attempt by Gorham. .6:28 on the clock here in the first. Milton starting to ramp up the shooting attempts. Off the face-off. It's a scrum for the puck in the slot. And poked loose by Catarazzulo. Charbonneau trying to clear it. Just barely out to the neutral zone, but pushed right back into the Brookline end. Gifford corrals it past, misses Williams. Williams lost it in her skate there, recovered by Gifford. Pass across, disrupted by Gorham. Gorham takes it away. Shot, glove, saved by Solove. The face-off, pass across, shot from Mayron Hart, bounces around, and Solove able to find it and cover it up before it could be knocked in. Now 5:43 to go, no score between Brookline and Milton here at Ulen Rink. Off the face-off, Wilson sending it around. Stopped there by Hinkle. Hinkle, long insert, blocked down by the defense, and they could not corral it right in front of the net to try and knock it home. Battling. It is number 18, Natalie Gallagher. Pass ricochets right in front of the net, but Kayla Solove there to get it and clear it out. Mayron Hart, long pass, misses everybody, and that is going to go for icing. Just over 5 minutes left here in the first. Off the face-off, Williams tried a quick shot but was defended well. They're trying to fit a pass through. Graham trying to get one across, deflected by Brookline, but now a long pass finds its target. That one blocked by the skate of Charbonneau. Charbonneau dumps it into the Milton end. They whiff on their first attempt. Now an interception again. It's Charbonneau, but she gets knocked to the boards. And it does go out to the neutral zone. Hawkins quickly sends it off the boards to Tebow. Tebow dumps it into the Milton end. Brookline trying to generate some pressure here late in the first. This pass intercepted. Williams' long shot is wide. Recovered off the boards by Thayer. Thayer stopped there by Tebow. Ricochet off the boards. Bouncing around. Knocked loose by Brookline. Chased down now by O'Neill. O'Neill sending it up the line. Gets out to the neutral zone. Gifford trying to go after it, but it's Thayer there first. Thayer's pass blocked by Hawkins. Now taken by Stone. Stone coming around the back. Deflects back and forth, and it's taken by Charbonneau. Charbonneau sends it. Oh, I think this will go for icing as it misses everybody. No icing. Battling along the near side. Brookline takes it past Palermo. Shot blocked. Deflects Cessity, sending it off the backboards, and now Talbot sending it around. Battling along the boards. And everyone lost track of the puck, but now it's O'Neill with it. Sending it along the back, just over 3 minutes to go here in the first. No score. O'Connor stops the advance by Stone that time. Now Talbot skating with it. Poke check by O'Connor. O'Connor. Pass up Solove. Solove misses Cessity there as it goes off the boards. No icing this time, taken by Catarazulo. Couple passes up, finds Butt. Butt gains the blue line, wraps it around the boards. Chased down by Mayfield-Sheehan. Brookline does get it out to the neutral zone there. Dumped right back in. Brookline a little confused there. A couple players knocked into each other as it's taken back and dumped in by King. Sent around to Tebow. Tebow sends it all the way the other way. And that will go for icing. Off the face-off. Battling for it. Brookline trying to clear it out. Stopped. Long shot. Gorham goes wide. Chased down by Gallagher. Pass back. Further back. Too far. It goes back to the neutral zone. Less than 2 minutes to go. Gorham's skating with it. Long pass blocked by Kayla Solove. Solove fighting through. Trying to get a pass up. Just blocked by King that time. If that pass got to Cessity, that would have been a really dangerous chance. Gallagher trying to weave, blocked by the defense. And now Palermo moving into the neutral zone. And it's taken back by Milton. A long pass taken back by Brookline, given to Cessity. Cessity dumps it into the Milton end. Taken by Mayrin Hart. Pass up. Ricocheting around. And it's going to be taken by Kenny. And now taken back by Gallagher. Pass back to Hart. 1 minute left, and we got an offsides call against Milton. Off the neutral zone face-off. Sent off the boards by Brookline. Kind of hard to keep track of it in that spot. But Milton takes it. Pass up to Thayer. Thayer trying to fit a pass through traffic, but defense covers it well. Now recovered by Wilson. Around the boards, Tebow. Tebow blocked along the boards. Sent back into the corner. Just 25 seconds left. Brookline trying to skate out with it. Charbonneau trying to fight through and does get it out of there. And that is going to go for icing with 14 seconds on the clock. Off the face-off, going around, a pass poke check by Jacqueline Solove to prevent the pass into the slot. Jordan Gifford going to pin it to the boards, and that is how the first period is going to end. No score through one between Brookline and Milton. And yeah, looks like my scoreboard cam got screwy. Sorry, I only just noticed that now here at the end of the period. It's been acting up tonight. I don't know why, but I'm hoping I can get that going well. Anyway, as we move into the first intermission, I would like to direct your attention to some helpful links down in the description section of this video. First, you can find a link to the official Venmo account of the Friends of BHS Girls Hockey Booster Club. If you would like to support Brookline High Girls Hockey financially, you can do so through there. You can also find in the description section some links related to our local charity spotlight for tonight, Brookline Cares. Brookline Cares is a volunteer organization run by Brookline High School students, which seeks to raise awareness and funds to help people experiencing homelessness. Brookline Cares works closely with an organization called the Empowerment Plan. The Empowerment Plan hires and trains those experiencing homelessness to manufacture their special type of coat, known as the Empower Coat, which can double as a sleeping bag. The coats help to keep those struggling with homelessness warm during the colder months of the year, while the jobs manufacturing those coats can help break the cycle of homelessness through gainful employment. What Brookline Cares does is they purchase Empower Coats from the Empowerment Plan, helping to fund their cause and their hiring of those struggling with homelessness. And then Brookline Cares will distribute those coats to local community organizations and emergency departments that care for the homeless, making sure those who are struggling can have access to the coats to help keep warm. And you can help to bring more warmth to those in need. Down in the description section of this video, you can find a link on the website classy.org where you can donate money to the Brookline Cares team, supporting their efforts to purchase and distribute more Empower Coats. Or if you're a student interested in joining Brookline Cares, you can find another link in the description section, this time to the organization's own website on wixsite.com, where you can find more information about the group and how you can contact them. Once again, check out the links in the description section below and help spread the warmth with Brookline Cares. All that stuff down in the description section down below. No score between Brookline and Milton at the end of one. Gonna take a break, mute the mic, and run a YouTube ad break, but I'll be back with the second period of this game. Stay tuned. Hello again, everybody. Back on the mic. I am Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan, coming to you live from Ullin Rink in Milton, Massachusetts. Here to bring you the second period of this high school varsity girls hockey contest between the Brookline High Warriors and Milton High Wildcats. Well, unfortunately, as I'm sure some of you saw, our scoreboard cam has been kind of going haywire tonight, and I'm not able to fix that at the moment, so we're just going to ride with what we have, and we're just gonna have to go with the physical score bug. Unfortunately, I won't be able to, you won't be able to see how much time is left, but I'll do my best to keep you guys updated as we go. It's an unfortunate technical snafu, but it is what it is. No score between Brookline and Milton as we begin the second period. Off the face-off, Jordan Gifford sends a pass off the boards, and Clara Tebow pushes it into the Milton end. Around the back, Emily King tries to move it along, and it ricochets right back to her. Couple Brookline players in there applying some pressure. Lifted high by Sabrina Stone, and they're going to call a high stick on Brookline. And that's going to bring the puck all the way down to the Brookline end. Tough for Brookline. They have not had too much offensive possession time so far this game. Had a good chance starting off the period, but ends rather abruptly. Long shot ricochets wide of the net. Battling around the back. Gifford moving it along, stopped by King. Now being pushed around behind the net, taken by Milton. Kind of ran out of room there, recovered instead by Graham, but she got pinned to the boards. Knocked away by Brookline. Milton trying to keep up the attack. The attempted clear stopped there, but a pass does get to Selena Charbonneau, sends it around to Audrina Williams. Williams pinned up against the boards by King. Several players scrumming for it. Coming out with it was Charbonneau, but couldn't keep up with the puck. Knocked over to the near side by Colette Gorham. Now they try and bring the attack, but it's intercepted by Charbonneau. Charbonneau weaving through the neutral zone here. Gets a pass up. Williams whips it into the Milton end as Brookline commits to a forward line change. Thayer lost it to a poke check that time, but it's recovered by Gorham. Sent all the way up to the Brookline end where it's taken by Hawkins. Hawkins sends it around to Gifford. Gifford's pass blocked. Second effort blocked again. Catarazzulo trying to fight through, but too many blue jerseys in there, and it's taken away. Battling in the corner. Controlled there by Catarazzulo. Pass goes down to the corner where it's taken. Pass back to the blue line. Slid across by Mayron Hart. Now a long shot saved by Jacqueline Solove. Goes right back. Another shot deflects wide of the net. Those two shot attempts from Elise Hinkle. Pushed around the corner by Milton. Gigi Hawkins sending it back the other way. Pinned up against the boards. Players go tumbling. And it is controlled by number 9, Lindsay Butt. Butt pinned to the boards by Hawkins. Now Solove and Hawkins. Several players in the scrum here. And out of it comes Kayla Solove. Pass a little too far and taken away by Hinkle. Hinkle sends it right back into the Brookline end. Hawkins loops it around, but coming in to cut it off is Mayron Hart. A pass through the slot, but nobody there. That pass back a little errant, but recovered by Hart. Hart skating back to regroup, sends a long pass to the other side to Natalie Gallagher. Gallagher sends it back to Hart. Hart's pass deflected, but taken by Hinkle. Hinkle stopped there by Solove. And now pushed forward by Eliana Palermo. Mayron Hart takes it around the back. Pass up. Hits her target. And now the shot deflected high by the defensive Brookline. Pass up, just out of reach for Mari Cessity. Taken by Ashlyn O'Neill. Pass across, disrupted. Clara Tebow charging in. Shot saved. Put back, score! Clara Tebow strikes first for Brookline. What a huge play from Tebow. Great forecheck pressure. Getting it away from the defense, charging in. Good look. Couldn't be cleanly saved by Kiera Hart. And Tebow staying after the play to knock it home with the backhand put-back shot. Brookline first on the board, 1-0. Trying to answer back, Sabrina Stone. Glove save from Jacqueline Solove. Face-off won by Brookline. Looped around the boards. Very different game now. Brookline with the lead despite a lot of possession time for Milton so far this game. This one pushed through the slot, just out of reach for Stone. Recovered out of the scrum by Graham, sends it around the back. This pass goes back to Gorham. Gorham fits a pass through. Shot saved by Solove, or might have been missed wide by Thayer. And now Brookline trying to push it the other way. Brookline got a chance for a rush here. Charging in, shot saved by Hart. And this time she holds on. No chance for a putback off the shot from Mari Cessity. .10:05 on the clock here in the second period. Brookline leading 1-0 off the goal by Clara Tebow. As that puck goes up into the netting, it'll be a dead puck. Off the face-off. An attempted pass back by Brookline. Turns into a turnover. Going the other way. Shot is in. Number 9, Lindsay Butt, the freshman, takes advantage of the blue line giveaway by Brookline and ties it back up for Milton. Now dumped in by Brookline. Just like that, we're all even once again. 1-1 here with about 9.5 to go here in the second. This one kicked into the neutral zone by Milton. Now taken by Lovett. Pushed further up by Milton. Brookline takes it back. Pass up, finds Williams. Williams gains the blue line herself all alone. Shot deflected high and off the glass as Brookline commits to a line change. This one pushed to the neutral zone. Caitlin Wilson dumps it back in for Brookline. Now sent right back out by Hinkle, but Wilson sending it right back. A bit hard to see around the middle on the near side. And Wilson takes it, pass across to Hawkins. Hawkins, pass up for Palermo. Palermo couldn't fight through the defense there, taken back by the Wildcats. Poked loose there, I think, by Kayla Solove as Hawkins takes it past Mrs. Cessity, but finds Palermo. Palermo now taken off with speed, gains the blue line, runs into traffic though, but refusing to give up on the play. Tangled up now with O'Neill. Going around the back taken by the Wildcats, taken end to end there by number 12 Stone. Lost control of it though, and now it's a battle along the boards for it. Now Hawkins tries an outlet pass, misses Palermo, and it's going to slide all the way down to the Milton end. Taken by Talbot. Talbot's pass got away from Graham there, but she recovers, but the pass intercepted. Tebow trying to take it the other way, but Cessity was not back across the blue line, offsides. Seven minutes and 41 seconds on the clock here in the second period, all knotted up at 1 apiece. Off the face-off, Milton controls it, but it's taken back by Tebow. Tebow, another chance. Shot is saved by the glove of Kiara Hart. Clara Tebow making quite an impact for Brookline here in the second period. Another offensive zone takeaway for the Brookline co-captain. Face-off won by Milton, sent around by Gorham. Battling for it, number 25, Sophia Cassini for Milton, sends the pass along the back. And now gets around to Gallagher. Gallagher pass across to Cassini. Cassini approaching, shot blocked there. Good defense by Selena Charbonneau. Into the corner they go. Charbonneau loses her stick. Now a pass back to Gorham. Gorham shot deflected high by the Brookline defense. Cassini pass back, intercepted again by Tebow. Tebow weaves around Gorham. Going across the blue line, long shot, glove save by Hart once again. .646 on the clock here in the second. Tied up at 1. Off the face-off, it is Gorham sending it around to King. King pressured by Cessity and Solove. Solove wrenches it free, trying to pass to the slot, but broken up by the defense of the Wildcats. Cessity staying after the puck against King. Cessity comes out with a pass, misses, recovered by Gifford. Gifford shot blocked. Blocked by Gorham, and they're racing back the other way for it. And getting there first is Hawkins, but I think they're going to call a penalty on Jordan Gifford. They're going to call her for hooking. And so we're going to see our first power play of the night for Milton. It'll be a 2-minute power play for the Wildcats. Off the face-off, they're tangled up. But Milton takes control, long shot, saved by Jacqueline Solove. Brookline wrapping it around the boards, and they managed to clear it out. Now Mayrin Hart, long pass misses, taken by Katie O'Connor, pass back to Wilson, and up to Charbonneau. Charbonneau on the shorthand, starting to make an approach. Was just trying to loop it around the boards there, but kind of whiffed on it. Taken instead by Thayer. Thayer cut off by Tebow. Knocked back, but recovered now by Mayrin Hart. Hart weaving around. Shot saved by Solove. Good reaction from Jacqueline Solove for the glove save that time. Still 1:11 left on the penalty against Gifford. 5:22 on the period clock here in the second frame of this one. A little bit of confusion over the substitutions for Brookline. Off the face-off. The clear stopped by Hart. Hart skating around, pass down Stone. Stone, shot saved by Solove. Rebound by Catarazzulo. Catarazzulo from the left side looking around. Tries to pass across. Good open look, but they couldn't get the angle on the shot. Now a pass through to the slot, too much traffic. Recovered shot, kick, save by Solove. A great look for Mayrin Hart, but a nice stop by Jacqueline Solove. Cleared out by Brookline. Pass goes across to Hart. Hart looking, long pass up, finds her target. That's Thayer. Thayer coming down the left side. Now around the back. Catarazzulo taking it. Out of the back, 10 seconds left on the penalty. Pass into the slot, broken up there by the defense of Hawkins. Recovered by Hart. Hart, pass down, Stone. Stone, shot, glove, save by Jacqueline Solove right as the penalty clock ends, and we go back at even strength. 4:06 on the clock here in the second period. 1-1 the score. Off the face-off. Williams chasing after it, blocked the blue line, but does get it out to the neutral zone with some help from Charbonneau. Dumped right back in by Milton. Wilson wraps it around the boards. Now controlled by Gifford. Gifford's pass going to be taken away now by Lovett. Lovett coming around the back. Stopped by Charbonneau. Charbonneau sending it off the boards. And I think that's going to go for icing. And there it is. Just 3:29 left in the period. This game moving fast. All knotted up at 1 apiece. Pushed down to the corner by Milton. It's Gallagher. And now taken by Kenny. Pass to the slot. Broken up by the defense. Now O'Connor. Pass out. Finds Williams. Williams trying to push through. Taken by Charbonneau. Charbonneau's pass. Broken up. Intended for Tebow. Sent back into the Brookline end by Milton. Trying to shuffle it along that time was Maeve Higgins, but no dice. Now an insert. And pushed out by Brookline, and that is going to go for icing. Brookline just trying to get a chance for a substitution after a long defensive shift. 2:42 left in the period here. One by Milton. Hart pass across Hinkle, long shot saved by Solove. Off the face-off, Hinkle across to Hart. Hart looking for an approach, blocked there, blocked a second time. Oh, but Brookline couldn't get full control of it, taken instead by Catarazzulo. Catarazzulo looking around, pass back, Hinkle. Hinkle long insert. Goes all the way to the back. Pass through right in front, and oh my gosh, what a save at close range by Jacqueline Solove. Sabrina Stone just barely able to get her stick on it, push it through, but Solove able to block it. 2:05 left here in the second. Face off, won by Milton. Sent around the boards. Now taken by King. King, pass to the slot, broken up by the Brookline defense. Now recovered by Gorham. Gorham insert wide of the net. Recovered by Butt. Cut off by Wilson. Pinned to the boards. And it slides over to Solove, who covers it up. Face-off controlled by Milton. Again, they've been strong on the face-offs late in this period, as this one not able to be knocked home. It's recovered instead by Brookline. Tebow skating with it, but runs into a wall there. Sent around the back by Milton. Hawkins sending it up. Ricochets back to Hawkins. Hawkins couldn't fight through. Catarazulo takes it. Pass poked away by Jacqueline Solove. King shot blocked by Charbonneau. Around the back, Stone. Stone approaching. Pass. Ricochets to the slot. Tebow had it, but it's knocked away by Gorham. Another attempted pass to the middle, blocked by Brookline. Now this pass finds Gorham. Gorham shot off the outside of the net, no goal. Now Williams, pass, finds its target. Pushed up ice there by Charbonneau. Sent around and gonna go the other way. Gifford a pass. Now taken by Milton. The pass ricochets. One long insert and a shot just missed from Sabrina Stone at the last second. Not sure if Jacqueline Solove managed to kick that one aside or if it was just a missed shot, but either way, this one turning into a nail biter here at Ullin Rink. At the end of two, we're tied at 1 apiece. Brookline got on the board first with a goal by Clara Tebow. Milton answering back with a goal by Lindsay Butt. And that leaves us all knotted up at 1 apiece. During this second intermission, I remind you to check out the links down in the description section, the official Venmo account for the Friends of BHS Girls Hockey Booster Club, as well as the links for our local charity spotlight, Brookline Cares. All that in the description section. I'm going to take a break and mute the mic and run a YouTube ad break, but I'll be back with the third and final period of regulation. Stay tuned. Hello again, everybody. Back on the mic. I am Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan, coming to you live from Ullin Rink in Milton, Massachusetts. Here to bring you the third and final period of regulation here in this high school varsity girls hockey contest between the Brookline High Warriors and the Milton High Wildcats. And I specify regulation now, folks, because we were all knotted up at the end of one, and we were all knotted up at the end of two. Now we start period number 3. And if, of course, if we're all knotted up at the end of period number 3, we end up going to overtime. For right now, the score 1-1 in favor of nobody. Brookline getting on the board first in the second period off a goal by Clara Tebow. Milton answering back with a goal by Lindsay Butt. And that is where things stand. All right, here we go. 15 minutes fresh on the clock for the third period as we get it started. Milton quickly moving the puck around, but missed on that pass. Gigi Hawkins trying to send it out, knocked right back by Gorham. Gifford trying to pass out, blocked there by Thayer. And now Gorham, a long shot pushed aside by the stick of Jacqueline Solove. Emily King sends it back down around. Gifford's pass blocked again. Passing lanes have been so tight tonight. Coming around the back, a pass. Oh, a player was wide open right in front. And now a shot close range saved by Solove. Recovered by Gorham. Long shot saved by Solove. Puck bouncing around. They're fighting for it. Pushed out to the neutral zone there by the Warriors. Now the puck squirts back to Gorham, who passes up to Thayer. Thayer sends it around as Milton commits to a line change. But applying pressure coming around the back. Pass back to the blue line. Hinkle sends it down for Ketterazzulo. Ketterazzulo weaving around. Backhand shot saved by Solove. Puck corralled now by Charbonneau. Pass out and a long lift up by Tebow. And that is going to go for icing as Brookline commits to a line change. Remember, the last time these two teams faced off last year, it was a 4-0 win for Milton, but here, a game so close that in the third period, it's still anyone's contest. This pass blocked. O'Connor recovers it. Pass blocked again. Ketterazzulo bringing it around the back. Flex back. A scrum for the puck. Up against the boards. Pass gets back to Mayrin Hart. Hart long shot knocks down right in the slot, taken by Kayla Solove. Solove's pass misses its target. And it's taken instead by Hart. Pass across. Pass up. And they find Ketterazzulo charging in. Shot saved again by Jacqueline Solove. What a strong night she's having. Dumped in by Brookline, taken by Hart. Hart weaving around through the neutral zone. It's taken by Gifford. Gifford misses the pass off the boards. Sent back by Gorham. Gifford sending it back the other way. And now off a ricochet, it's taken by Brookline. Dumped in by, I believe, Tebow. Chasing down the puck on that near side. And Milton gets it out to the neutral zone. Hawkins stops it there. Tebow gets it out to the neutral zone. King gonna get back to the puck. Pass gets all the way down to the Brookline end. Hawkins. Now Tebow pushing up with it. Stopped by Stone. Stone off the boards. Corralled now by Thayer. Battle for the puck. Goes back to King. King's pass got away from, I think, Gorham there. Launched in by Brookline, and it's going to be covered up by Kaera Hart. And that'll be an opportunity for Brookline. They get the offensive zone face-off and get to go with the line change they were trying to do. Face-off won by Brookline. O'Connor shot saved. A chance for a putback. Brookline fighting for the puck, but they couldn't get it. Couple players collide around their feet and go flying. And now it's lifted high for the clear by Milton. It's a race for the puck, and O'Connor has to take it, but was racing up ice, applying pressure to prevent the icing. Shot blocked there, but trying to recover it. Sent around the back. Sent off the boards by Wilson, recovered by Mayron Hart. Pass gets up. Now a pass back from Butt to Hinkle. Hinkle's insert misses wide of everybody. Push down to the back. Wilson sending it around. Mari Cessity able to push it out to the neutral zone where it's taken by Hinkle. Hinkle sending it into the Brookline end. As Milton commits to a line change, Brookline starts moving. Wilson, I believe, going to dump it in for Brookline as Brookline also commits to a line change. Long pass up to the blue line. Thayer gets it through to Stone. Stone racing up. Pass just a little too far for Gallagher. Gallagher backhand attempt. Nobody there except Warriors, and it goes out to the neutral zone. Skating with it is Charbonneau. Charbonneau weaving around. Charbonneau, shot blocked. Ricochets around to Williams, whose shot goes wide. Ricochets out to Charbonneau. Backhands it around the back. Taken by King. King skating. Lost the puck. And it'll be taken by Gorham. Gorham pass up to Thayer. Blocked to the blue line, but does get into the Brookline end. Hawkins tries to clear. No dice. Thayer with it. Pass back disrupted. King inserts. Stone was in front, but was blocked well. Stone staying after the puck. Approaching. Stone, pass, King, shot blocked. I think that was blocked by Hawkins that time as Williams pushes it down to the Milton end. Gorham going to take it around the back. Pass up to Thayer. Less than 9 minutes to go here in the third period. Williams pushes it back, but it's taken by King. King around the back, pass deflected by Solove. Gallagher gonna retreat back with it, pass across. Attempted pass out, does get out to the neutral zone. And it's gonna be taken by Wilson, across to O'Connor. Forward to Solove. Solove hit from behind. Catarazzulo takes it. Catarazzulo picking up speed. Lost control, but gets around the defender. Stay after it behind the net. Catarazzulo leaves it for a teammate, but a teammate's not there. Instead taken by O'Connor. Around the boards, knocked back around the other way by Milton. Gets around to Hinkle. Hinkle down to Butt. Butt sending it along the back. Some players go flying there, but the ref's letting them play for the moment. Taken by Kayla Solove. Trying to lift it out. Gets a favorable bounce off Hinkle's stick out to the neutral zone. Taken instead by Lovett. Lovett, pass to Hart, and across to Hinkle. Hinkle gains the blue. Offsides called. 7:34 on the clock here in the third period. Midway through the third and final period of regulation, we're still tied at 1. Off the face-off. Pass back and forth. Gorham. Gorham lifts it into the Brookline end, and it's going to be covered up by Jacqueline Solove. Face off now in the Brookline end. Won by Milton. Insert from Gorham goes wide. Sent around the back. Thayer couldn't get past the right spot. Knocked around. Thayer sends it around to the back. Gifford back to the near side. King and Williams battling for it. Coming in for it is Charbonneau. Charbonneau pushes it out to the neutral zone through the chaos. Gorham takes it. Pass off the boards. Gets to Thayer. Push into the Brookline end. Hawkins coming around the back with it. Pass up. Finds Charbonneau, but knocked away. Taken by Thayer. Thayer, pass blocked by Hawkins. Now up against the boards, taken by Charbonneau. Charbonneau weaving through the neutral zone. Charbonneau staying with it across the blue line. Charbonneau up against the boards, battling for it. Loose puck, knocked out to the neutral. Taken by O'Connor. O'Connor looking around. Taken by Cessity. Cessity's pass blocked by Catarazzulo. Catarazzulo dumps it into the Brookline end. O'Connor trying to move it. Out of the scrum. Catarazzulo gets tripped up, but no call. The refs really letting him play so far in this third period. Coming down the left side, a pass through the slot, too crowded. Hart, pass across. Down to the corner from Lovett. Gorham coming around the back. Defender falls down, she starts to approach, but it's just not there. Knocked back to Lovett, across to Hart. Hart, across, Gorham, shot, goes in high, tipped up in the air. And Brookline a long clear, just wide of the net. It'll be icing. Brookline just looking to get a line change after a long defensive possession there. 5:08 still on the clock here in the third period. All tied up at 1 apiece. Face-off won by Milton. Catarazzulo trying to weave through. No dice. Cleared out by Brookline out to the neutral zone. Hart skating with it. Pass finds Thayer. Thayer across the blue line, approaching. Shot saved by Solove. Tries another one, saved again by Solove. Into the corner. Catarazzulo pass errant there, and it goes all the way back to the Milton end. Brookline with a chance to apply some forward pressure. Henkel skating with it, sends it off the boards, finds her target as Milton immediately flips the side over to Brookline, but a poke check knocks it away from Stone. Thayer keeps it in the attack end for Milton. Gifford sending it around to Tebow, misses. An insert there, intercepted by Gifford. Gifford weaving with it into the neutral zone. Gifford going end-to-end with it, gains the blue line. Down the left side, coming around the back. Nowhere to go, ran out of room, and Hart takes it away. Now Stone with it. Stone going end-to-end herself. Poke check by Palermo. Goes back to Butt, up to Stone. Stone's shot deflects high and over the net as Gifford clears it out. All the way down to the Milton end. No icing as King takes that one. Gorham pass, kind of bounces the wrong way. Gorham recovers it off the boards, gets to Coughlin. Abby Coughlin coming around the back for the Wildcats. Pass through to the neutral zone, taken by Wilson. Across to O'Connor, off the boards. No icing as it went off with the stick of Gorham. Around the back, looped around. Brookline takes it back. goes into the corner. Gorham sending it around the other way. The attempted clear stopped by Solovey. Solovey trying to push it in, blocked a couple of times. Bouncing around, Solovey sends it up to the net, and it's covered up by Kiera Hart. Less than 3 minutes to go. Things heating up here at Ullin Rink. All tied up at 1 apiece with 2:51 on the clock here in the third and final period of regulation. Face off, Brookline gets it back to Hawkins. Hawkins' shot goes down to Williams. Williams, a shot goes wide. A great chance for Brookline, but just couldn't find the angle they wanted. Hinkle. Back around the other way to Mayron Hart. Hart sends it out to the neutral zone, taken by Hawkins. Hawkins across to Gifford. Gifford dumps it into the Milton end. Loops around. Blocked there by Brookline. And I think it might have gone up into the benches for a dead puck. Or maybe up into the netting. Bit hard to see on this near side, as you can tell. 2:11 on the clock here in the third. Face off. Knocks back, taken by Hart. Hart's pass deflected, but does get to her teammate. Knocked back to Hart. Hart spins off. Her defender, pass off a stick out to the neutral zone, taken by Brookline. Pass up to Solovey, knocked away from her. And now it's going to be taken by Stone. Stone lost it to the poke check. And coming back for it is Solovey. Solovey lost it to a poke check from Hinkle. Recovered by O'Connor. O'Connor into the Milton end. Hinkle. Pass off the boards. Finds, I think, Thayer. Thayer dumps it into the corner in the Brookline end. Taken by O'Connor. Less than a minute and a half to go here in regulation. Pass up. Finds Solovey. Solovey taking off with it. Brookline commits to a line change. Solovey advancing it up herself. Runs out of room around the back, taken by Milton. Hart sends it around to Hinkle. Hinkle's pass gets through to Butt. Butt through the neutral zone, blocked by Gifford. And taken off the ricochet by Charbonneau. But passed around by Coughlin. Coughlin ricochets back to herself. Coughlin, a shot goes high. Rebound corralled by Milton. A weird ricochet off the boards. Goes off the outside of the net. Now taken by King. King sending it off the backboards. Finds her target, trying to sneak it into the corner. Stopped by Solovey. Love it. Had such a great chance. Had Solovey briefly faked out, but the Brookline goalie recovers brilliantly. Around the back, 24 seconds to go here in regulation. Down to the back. Williams clears it out. Big clear from Audrina Williams. Chasing after it is Gorham. Less than 10 seconds to go in the third. Pass up. Gets through to the neutral. Not going to be time. That is how regulation will end. And we're going to overtime here in Milton, ladies and gentlemen. Neither team could find the back of the net in the third period. And we will get one overtime period to try and decide a winner. If no one scores in the overtime period, it will finish in a tie. What a strong effort from Brookline. No Juliet Platt, going up against one of the best teams in Division II. And they have fought their way all the way to overtime here tonight. So we'll have 1 5-minute overtime period. 4-on-4 here. Next goal wins. If there are no scores at the end of this period, we end in a tie. Here we go, off the face-off. It's Mari Cessity with it. Pass back to Gigi Hawkins, across to Jordan Gifford. Gifford trying to skate through the neutral zone, but the puck ricochets and it's taken away by the Wildcats. Approaching is Stone. Stone blocked by Hawkins. Hawkins gets it back out to the neutral area. Pass across Gorham, gains the blue. Long shot, pushed aside by Jacqueline Solove. Now Mayrin Hart, long shot. Blocker saved by Solove. Catarazulo around the back to Stone. Pass back Gorham. Gorham down to the corner. Stone looking. Pass down to Catarazulo. Catarazulo looking along the blue line. Pass across to Hart. Hart trying to fit a pass through. And it goes around to the back. Gorham takes it, but loses it to Hawkins. Hawkins, whoa, right in front of the net. A stop by Solove. A wild ricochet. And now it's being taken the other way by Kayla Solove. Approaching shot, saved by Kiara Hart. Another huge stop by Jacqueline Solove. And her younger sister, Kayla, taking it end to end to give Brookline the offensive zone face-off here with 3 minutes and 47 seconds left in this game. Off the face-off, and it's taken at the blue line, but it goes over. They have to retreat back to prevent the offsides. Dumped in by Tebow. Taken back, pass up, finds Coughlin. Coughlin, pass across Thayer. Thayer coming down the right side, shot, glove, saved by Jacqueline Solove as she continues to stand tall between the pipes for Brookline. You can see how fast it can go from end to end when given an opening. Thayer, pass, deflects, still right in front of the net, and it deflects away. Battling up against the boards. Thayer comes out with it, shot blocked there by Gifford. Coughlin trying to move with it. Hawkins, pass up, finds a target. Pass across Charbonneau. Charbonneau gains the blue. Poke check away. Hawkins pushing it forward. Goes wide. Coming in off the bench, Cessity disrupts it. Recovered by Gifford. Pass across Hawkins. Quick pass up looking for Cessity. Chopped down. Hawkins knocks it up in the air. Bouncing around. It's taken by Hinkle. Hinkle going end to end. Hinkle's got an opening. Hinkle shot. Missed it high and wide. Around the boards, passed out to the neutral zone. Recovered by Gorham. Gorham coming around, disrupted by Cessity and Solove, but she keeps the puck. Winds and fires, blocked by the stick of Hawkins. Coming down around the back, I believe, is Stone, pinned by Gifford. Gifford takes it away. Gifford's pass misses its target. Now it's given to Gorham. Gorham across the blue. Having trouble seeing what's happening there. Now taken by Hawkins. Left for Solove. Less than 2 minutes to go here in overtime. Kayla Solove sort of ran out of room trying to weave through the neutral zone. Now Stone fighting through. Still maintaining control of the puck. Pass gets through, but just barely covered, I think, by Gifford, keeping it away from Catarazulo. Down around the back, Hawkins takes it. Hawkins sending it off the boards. Blocked down by Milton. Thayer, pass to the corner. Lost. Gifford sends it around. This one gets out to the neutral area, and it's going to be taken by Mayrin Hart. Pass across, 1 minute left here in overtime, and that's going to be icing against Milton. That's a big break for Brookline as they'll get an offensive zone face-off with 54 seconds remaining. And a timeout is going to be called by Brookline as they're going to try and draw something up here in the closing seconds of this one. Remember, 1 goal from either side ends this game. No score either way, and we get a tie. If that happens, it would be the 2nd tie of the season for Brookline and the 1st tie of the season for Milton. Here we go. Passed back O'Connor. O'Connor long insert glove save by Kiara Hart. Not sure the shot count, but it's definitely in Milton's favor. But what a great night from Jacqueline Solove as this face-off ricochets back. Wilson, shot blocked, goes into the corner. Chasing after it, Charbonneau. Pass back, Wilson moves it back up to Charbonneau. Charbonneau looking, stolen. Catarazzullo taking it the other way, picking up speed. Catarazzullo pass wide open, shot missed high. They just can't get it past Solove. 20 seconds to go. O'Connor skating with it. Pass. Deflects back to O'Connor. O'Connor trying to fight through. Knocked away by Catarazzullo, and now Milton going to try and set up one last shot. Racing after it is Gorham. Gorham tangled up with Wilson. Oh, they threw up the hand for the penalty. What does this mean? Time expired. And Wilson appears to be hurt. She went hard into the boards. They're calling for the trainer. Oh, no. Wilson up on her feet. The captain hustling back, making whatever play she could. And with that last defensive gasp, preserves the tie, as that is how the game is going to end. The final score here at Ullin Rink, the Brookline High Warriors 1, the Milton High Wildcats 1. No winner decided through 3 15-minute periods and 1 5-minute overtime period. Brookline moves to 7-6-2 on the season. Milton moves to 13-1-1. A pretty big tie for Brookline considering how high-ranked their opponent was, even if it is a Division II opponent. Lone score of the game for Brookline came on this goal by Clara Thibault. That gave Brookline a 1-0 lead at the time. A goal by Lindsay Butt answered things back for Milton to tie it up in the second period. No goals from either side in either the first, third, or overtime periods as both defenses stand tall. Hats off to Jacqueline Solove for a great effort between the pipes for Brookline. Well, that is going to do it for this broadcast. I am Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan. Remember, folks, if you enjoyed this live stream, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Thank you to all those who brought the good vibes in the live chat today. Judy Platt saying amazing job, Warriors. Jackie for MVP. Giving some well-earned props to Brookline's netminder, Jacqueline Solove. If there's anything you'd like to say after the live stream is concluded, you can say it in the comment section down below. You can also go down below to the description section of this video, where you can find a link to the official Venmo account of the Friends of BHS Girls Hockey Booster Club. You can also find links related to our local charity Spotlight Brookline Cares. And you can also find some links related to me, my personal website, my email, and my social media accounts. But that's going to do it for this one. Brookline 1, Milton 1. From Ullin Rink in Milton, Massachusetts, I am Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan. Thank you all for watching, and have a good night.